HuddleCamHD presents Back to the Basics Live, a high-definition broadcast Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live. Back to the Basics is all about video conferencing, full of product line tutorials and best practices. Bring your questions for a live Q&A session in the post-show. We review online meeting and live streaming technology every week during our advanced learning sessions. And now, Back to the Basics Live. HuddleCamHD.
Hello everybody, Paul Richards here with PTZ HuddleCamHD.
And I'm Tess Protesto of HuddleCamHD.
And we are live on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. We have our live chats actually showing up right over here, so we appreciate you guys being here and being part of the conversation. Every week at Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we do Back to the Basics, where we go over some of the most important things about video conferencing, live streaming, and the cameras themselves. So today we have with us
our first guest ever,
first guest
on this show.
Ever for the show, Tyler Andrews from PoE Texas. How are you doing today, Tyler?
Doing very well. What an honor to be your first guest. Thanks for inviting me.
Our pleasure. Back to the Basics Live is never going to be the same.
No.
Maybe
now that we've
something-
opened the door here, we might have to have some guests on.
So the first thing I wanted to do, Tyler, is I wanted to show the product that you have come up with that's so incredible here. I'll show it full screen. This product right here is what we're probably going to be focusing on most. And what you're seeing here is an Ethernet cable connected to power. And it's powering the HuddleCamHD. This is the 20X model. But what this allows people to do is live stream directly to power the cameras directly over PoE. So that's very interesting. We're really excited about that. And Tyler, why don't you tell us a little bit about this product and what makes it so special, and we can show some specs and everything and kind of tell people about the pricing and all the different things about this product.
What's exciting about this product is it's specifically designed to work with any 802, giving you short form, IEEE 802.3AF switch. So it'll take power from any 802.3AF or 802.3AT switch and step it down from 48 volts down to the 12 volts that the HuddleCam cameras use. And it has an integrated connector specific to the HuddleCam. So it's very convenient. You can, our data shows that you can save anywhere from 20 to 30% powering devices over PoE. And this lets you use any injector, switch, or any kind of PoE device you need that runs between 44 and 56 volts.
Very interesting. So again, I'll go ahead and show it full screen. I want to take this, I'm going to go ahead and show it off. You can see here that the 20X camera we have is fully operational. Let's see here. Do we have it on? It's on, and it's being powered over PoE. So that makes our lives, it's camera 2. So that makes our lives super easy and allows us to right here have the power coming in over the network. I'm using a PoE injector, but one of the things I wanted to talk about, Andrew, is all of your different PoE options to talk about how on your website we can kind of get all the things that we would need for power over Ethernet when it comes to switches and injectors and all the different things that we could use.
Definitely. So on our website, what you're showing there, Paul, is the HuddleCam. It's the splitter itself. And then if you're looking for some way for putting power onto the device, it's very easy to do. You can look just to the right there. We show some related products that show different options. And then if you're looking for any type of product in terms of injector, and by the way, taking us back, an injector is it's a device that allows you to put power over Ethernet onto any switch. So if you have a non-PoE switch, you can buy any one of these injectors, and we show our different products here on that main page. You can also click on the gray bar, products by type, and you can say, I'm looking for the first option is looking for how many ports you need. So usually the way we talk to people about picking their product is to start by saying, what end device do you want to power? And how many of those end devices do you want to power? And then what data rate you need. For this HuddleCam, it doesn't do data, so you can pick any one of our injector or switch products, and that'll work just great with it. And then once you know how many you're doing and what you're powering, you can select your power budget that helps you pick what size power supply you need. So, Paul, if you want, go ahead and pick on any one of the first 3 pages, and you can bring this up. So, what Paul is bringing up is the go ahead and click on View Options there.
View options, got it. Let me see if I can find this. There we go.
So let's say you have 4 cameras you want to power, and each one of these devices is rated up to 10 watts of power, or 12 watts in this case. So what you want to do is say, I've got 4 cameras. Each of them has 12 watts of power. I need to get 48 total watts of power to power that. So in that case, you could pick the WT-AT4 48 volt 60 watt, or the WT-AT4 56 60 watt. Either one of those 2 options would work for you, and that would power your device. What's cool about this green injector that you're looking at is the only active injector I know of on the market today that will auto detect what your end device is and adjust the output power for it. So in this case, if you're worried somebody will plug a computer into that PoE port, this will automatically turn off the PoE port so you don't damage any computers. And it'll work with, and our product's the splitter, the HuddleCam splitter is designed to work with this and make sure that it will turn on when you plug it in.
Yeah, and this is such an amazing thing, because a lot of times people think that the PoE has to be built into the product themselves, and what we're learning is that we can actually have all these different PoE adapters to power all kinds of different devices. And Tyler, can you tell us about some of the different devices that people might be using in a conferencing space that they might power over Ethernet, and why?
Well, anything Crestron makes, let's start there. But anything that you want to power, in particular, what's our big growth market are iPads and tablets. We have a line of products where you can power Androids up to 13-inch. You could do the iPads up to the iPad Air 2. We haven't gotten up to the wattage yet for the iPad Pro, but if you're using any of the iPads or iPad Airs, we can power those. We have both the injector side as well as the splitter side. So you could, we have options that can be wall mounted, desk mounted, or contained units that you can put inside a wall.
Very cool. So that is really nice, because I know a lot of our customers use iPads. They use different Crestron products. Our cameras are just one of the many things that they might want to power over Ethernet. So that really makes it nice.
It's a good learning experience. I had just asked Paul before this. I'm like, so what's the big deal with power over Ethernet? And it's nice to hear all the different uses.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it's just easier for people to power everything over Ethernet, because one of the great things about that, Tyler, is that you don't have to hire an electrician, right?
You don't have to hire a licensed electrician. Most of the time, you don't even have to pull a permit. You can hire a network technician to pull your Cat5 cable and do your installation and get it done in a fraction of the time. And you end up saving anywhere between 20 and 30% over traditional powered methods, even factoring in the cost of adding PoE where you don't have it before. And I'll share with you, our price per port to add PoE to the system is somewhere between $10 and $15 per port, which is a very cost-effective way to add power and most of the time you already have the network cable installed.
Wow. So we really only have to do, geez, that's incredible. So you're talking about maybe if you have an 8-port switch with PoE, each port would be roughly $10 or $20 to power up to 8 devices.
Correct.
Very interesting. So, and I know I saw you guys at Infocom, and you were actually powering lights. Is that something that's coming to the scene now? Is also powering different lights and different things as well?
Yes, we're collaborating with a company called ATX LED. So ATX LED, and they do power over Ethernet lighting solutions that are compatible with our injectors and our different products. Very cool new market. Things are really growing in the lighting space and the non-traditional PoE device space. So that's our goal long term. We'd like to see houses and office wired with a PoE network for all the low voltage devices, lights, computers, displays. It's where the Internet of Things is going for everyone, and making it available and cost effective is really our goal for the next 5 to 10 years.
Well, this is so much fun having you on the show. Usually it's just a quick 10-minute show. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and roll the credits and answer questions in the post-show. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video. And we will go ahead and answer questions live on Facebook.
Thank you for tuning in for this week's Back to the Basics Live. Your participation drives the conversation forward for technology enthusiasts around the world. Looking for more? Engage with industry professionals just like you in our Facebook user group. See you next week on Back to the Basics Live.
Audio has issues.
So we're going to answer some questions now in the live chat room for anyone who's out there.